Michael's armed with the handsaw, and we're away down to poolside to hack down some bamboo. So we'll see you down there. Now, down in the bottom garden, just a quick look around. I'll be doing a vlog shortly on progress in the gardens and what's coming up and what's not coming up. That's a Turian there. That's got old. But as you can see now, there's an irrigation system in, which was easier than I thought. Mem's put the little sprinklers where she wants them, like there's one down there with the green top. Just going to save her a lot of time. Switch it on. At some stage we're going to run a second pipe along here, alongside this blue pipe, but a 2-inch pipe, which will eventually go past the house to near the front gate, where there's a borehole which has to be done. But because of the intrusion by the local guy ban, the home chickens climbing up the side there and going into the garden and pulling all the straw that's surrounding the plants, scattering it about. Priority now is to get a bit of fencing up. Michael's just marked off from there to here, and then the same over the other side. So we'll just do this stretch, 2 stretches first, and then later on we'll carry on with the rest down to the pool. Right, down to cut some bamboo. Well, we've hacked a bit of bamboo out of here, and we've took it up to the house to cut it up, and Mem's going to use it for staking round plants. I've got a fire going over there. I'm just having a walk around the pool, tidying it up a bit. Doing what I can to it. I think it's only about 2 foot, maybe 3 foot deep now. Very, very empty. And we've still a couple of months to go. So, but nothing's spoiling. That much going on, that much to bloody do. I can't really concentrate on this yet. What I may do before we start to pump water in, or we wait to rainy season, is I'll get a crew in there and pull it all out, weed it all out again, like I did the other week. So, yeah, getting there slowly. Now I'm going around the side of the pool, pulling out some of the bloody weed and that, and I got hold of this bloody thing, which is just trying to get out the road. Now, what it is, I don't know. I don't know whether it's a water snake or a venomous snake. But I ain't gonna take the bloody risk. So I'm gonna let it go on its merry way. I've got a feeling it's a bloody venomous thing. I don't know. So I think the best thing to do is let it go on its merry way to wherever it wants to go, as long as it's not near bloody me. See what happens over there. And that, believe it or not, is about, we've been here 8 months. That is about the 3rd snake I've seen in 8 months. It doesn't want to bother me, and I don't want to bother that. I think that's the best policy to be with serpents like that. I could bring the dogs down, they'll sort it out, but no. This is the snake's environment, so let it continue to be so. If you look closely, moving about on the floor, what are these things? Up, skipping and jumping about all over, thousands of them, all the way around the pool. The baby frogs or toads. Everywhere you go, loads of them. The old snake's still over there, it doesn't move, so I'm beginning to think whether I pierced it with this bloody garden fork. Rake rather. So we'll leave it be for the moment. Well, Michael's sat here in the compost shed. There's Mem's compost rotting away nicely. And Michael's burning a bit of rubbish that he dragged out the pool, if you remember, a few weeks ago. It was laid over there in the corner, then I hacked it up with a chainsaw, brought it over here, let it dry out a bit, and now it's gone to ashes and dust to dust. I've lifted that banana trunk over there, I'm going to pull it over to the other side there, let it rot with the rest of them. Old Sid Snake slipped back into the water and away he goes to live another day. Fine by me. Our big old tree here, looking splendid in all its glory. Still 1 or 2 of the red leaves on it like, but I think it adds to the beauty of it. Have a closer look. So yeah, further up here, them bits there, they're dead. So we need to cut that out, and there's 1 or 2 bits of dead wood, need to cut it out. Unfortunately, Michael's days of playing bloody Tarzan are over, like, and I don't particularly fancy climbing up there with an engine running chainsaw to suffer the consequences. Same there, but I suppose I could use a handsaw. But believe it or not, you know, I'd have to bring a pair of bloody step ladders to put onto there and then reach up over and cut that off. This one, well, I don't know. It'll get sorted. Now, if you can see dangling down there, these were vines that when we arrived last year, all these trees and that were choked by bloody vines. So there's someone over there in the distance. I don't know what the hell he's up to. He was round them bunch of bamboos, like, probably doing what me and Mem's been doing, cutting bamboo down. And if you notice, the village, the road over there where that so-called market's gonna be, there's the buffalo man's house. And then as you see, all the way down this land is for the village people. So it's not as though we haven't got any community and then up the other side of the land where that person with the red hat is, and the buffalo following them, there's a few more houses which I've shown you before, and I've done aerial shots, and there's quite a few ponds up there where, well, you look down from the drone, there's quite a few ponds surrounding these houses up there, like. So this little bit of land here with these 3 posts, one post disappeared, were a toilet, and the waste was there. So we can renew that at some stage. We haven't any plans for that yet. Too much to do. Then this compost shed, give it a few weeks. In fact, probably when we come back from the UK, we'll set about that. We'll empty this compost out, and we'll set to build the walls round it, and we'll make one half for geese, only about 4 or 5, and this other half for chickens, and then we'll keep them down here. We will eventually, along with that barbed wire, put the netting up, which is 5 foot tall. So we'll interlink the barbed wire with the netting and put it around. On here we'll put a gate. Eventually, at some stage, we will get a small bridge across there, big enough for a duck to go over with a little trailer. So it's only going to be about 4 or 5 foot wide. Doesn't have to be much, because the main tractors and any tractor work we want doing will come on that top road up there, off the main road. There's a person who's been over there. Waddy Carp. As you can see over the other side, what was once ploughed is now beginning to green up, especially where all the water was. So that's now turning into green pasture. More like bloody weeds than any pasture, like. Someone mentioned the other day about he couldn't understand where a lot of these Thai bloggers doing sort of what we are. All their ground is sort of burnt and there's not so much greenery. Whereas here we've got quite a bit of green, but you know, Mem waters, never stops watering, so fire burning away nicely. So yeah, I think that's the way Mem's got all her plants. I'm going to start the channel up for Mem again. She's got her own channel, which she did in the UK, and she's done 1 or 2 over here. I'll put a link to it probably later on or at some time. And anyone Thai speaking who's into crop cultivation, then they'll quite enjoy it. What I'll do, I'll incorporate the drone in it, taking video from above while we go around. I'll let her do the talking, but I'll also do it in I'll overdub it in English as well for this channel. So yeah, lots to do, lots coming up. And then when we get to the rainy season, after I come back from UK, July time, it'll be wet season. So you're going to have to put up with all my boring music videos and history of where Michael's been and who he's met and what he's done. So anyone interested in that side, it's all to come. And I've got some great stories to tell. Right, well, I'll collect my tools and away back up to the house for a nice cool drink. Not that hot. I think about 35, but it's sort of not brilliant bright sun, it's sort of overcast. Humidity's high-ish. I think about 57 at the moment, so a bit sweaty, but there is a little bit of a breeze blowing, not a lot. Quite a windy day yesterday, but right, okay, we'll get on.